Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys what I have all in my makeup kit. This is my makeup and hair styling kit. It's by Yaheetech. I got it on Amazon. I will link it down below. It actually comes apart, so there's two parts to it. You can carry it. It has one of these things on it, so you can travel with it as luggage. It also has this, and it does come with straps, so you could like carry it on your shoulder, but I find it to be a little bit too bulky. Right now I have it up on a table because when you separate it, it separates right here, so you can take this top part off and put it down. So I'm going to show you. I keep all my makeup up in this compartment, and then I keep like my extra stuff and my hair products and all that stuff down here. And I will be right back. I'm going to take these apart, and then I will show you guys everything I have in here. Alright, so I'm going to start with the boring part. So this is the bottom part of the travel case. And on the side right here, there's little hooks that you can detach. And then this part folds out. So if you wanted to lay like your makeup brushes on it, you could do that. I have something else that I store my makeup brushes in, but I will show you that in a second. So I'm going to go ahead and show you this little compartment right here first. So this is a little compartment that just sits right on top of the storage space in here. There's little metal pieces that hold it in place. And I use this to store my brushes and some of my bigger palettes and things like that. So I'll go ahead and break that down for you. Right here I have a few of my brushes that I use, some of the ones that are longer or bigger that can't fit right there. So I have some of the new Wet n Wild brushes that I reviewed, and then the rest of these are eye brushes. I'll show you what I store them in when I'm actually doing makeup in a second. These are just more brushes as well. And then I have a few palettes. I have one by Hard Candy, LA Colors, and then the Morphe 35F. I keep lashes up here as well. So these are the Kiss 11 lashes. I also keep some individual lashes in here as well. I rotate between two different glues. I use the Duo lash adhesive and the Kiss strip lash adhesive. And then I also have in here the In the Balm of Your Hand palette by The Balm. It just has some different things. It has some blushes, a bronzer, a few eyeshadows, as well as some lip and cheek products right there. So I don't get a lot of use out of this in my regular collection, so that's why I threw it in here. Alright, then you can remove this, and then we have the bottom section. So let me scoot you guys in so you can look down here with me. Alright, so the first thing I have in here is this little like artist's paint palette thing. This is what I like to mix like my foundations on if I'm trying to find a shade for somebody. I think I got it for $1 at Dollar General. You will find that many of the products that I have in my makeup kit are not expensive, not over the top, because I don't think that you need to pay a lot of money to get good quality. I mean, I'm not going to spend money on a MAC mixing metal palette when I can get this for $1. It does the same exact thing. There's no reason that you need to spend money on that. Alright, second thing I have in here, I have hand sanitizer. You always need to have hand sanitizer to put on in front of your clients. Show them that your hands are clean, you're ready to go. Then I have a sharpener in here. Now a sharpener is important because if you are using like an eyeliner or a lip liner on somebody, you can sharpen it in front of them to show that you're getting off any kind of bacteria. You're like removing that layer of possible bacteria so that it's clean, and then you always want to sharpen it right as soon as you get done using that product. All right, then I have two of these little jars, little canisters. I guess they're kind of like candle holders. I got them at Dollar Tree, so these were $1 each. And this is what I use to actually store my brushes in while I'm doing client makeup. So I'll use one for my face brushes, one for my eye brushes. Doesn't really matter. Then whatever brushes I use, I set off to the side so that I know which ones I use. I know which ones I need to clean. I got some cotton rounds. Again, I got these at the Dollar Tree. I have a little pack of like travel bottles. If I ever need to put anything into them, I just keep it in there just in case. I got these at the Dollar Tree as well. I have my little baggie of hair supplies, some bobby pins, some hair clips, some like a hair donut thing, some butterfly clips as well for when I do hair. I have two mirrors. I have this mirror and I have this mirror right here. Both I got, I think, at $1 each. Alright, then I got my curling iron right here. I use the ISO 5-piece. It actually has different pieces with it, but I think I use the 19mm barrel the most. And then I keep some of my hair products. I have the Style Sexy Hair Spray Clay by Sexy Hair. Love that. I also use this Pantene dry shampoo actually a lot of times to add texture back to the hair. This is a clear dry shampoo, so it's not going to leave that white cast. A lot of people come to me with freshly washed hair because they think that that is going to be the best to work with. But preferred is normally second day hair for me anyway. That's how I like to style hair. The hair holds better. So this dry shampoo can kind of mimic that second day hair to give you better hold. And then one of my favorite hairsprays to use is the Redken Forceful 23 hairspray. So it's a super strength hairspray. Does not smell the most pleasant, but you get a lot of product. You get 11 ounces in here. It's a big old bottle and it works really well. Alright, then I just keep a couple of these little plastic purple containers. I think I got a pack of 3 of these for $1. I keep them down here to kind of hold some of my smaller stuff. So you got some makeup wipes, some shadow shield, which look like this. I don't know why I have one right there. Got a comb, another little butterfly clip, a couple other clips. I got some eye makeup remover. I have my Redken Rough Paste 12. This also does a good job of adding texture back into the hair. Got Q-tips. I also have this Silk Therapy that I put in the hair to kind of make it a little bit more shiny. Then I have this one that just kind of has my extras. It has my extra disposable lip wands, extra disposable mascara wands, eyeliner wands, and then some makeup wipes. And that is everything for this bottom section. That's everything that I keep in there. Alright, and then the top part opens just like this on the top. These open up, and then you pull each of these out, and then you have all the makeup in here. I'm going to start with this side right over here. Starting with this drawer right here, these are all of my liquid shadows, my eyeliners, brow products, mascara products. So I keep a couple of the Maybelline color tattoos in here. I have a darker brown one and a pretty icy pink one. They last really well. They're very difficult to take off, but I know that they're going to last for a long time. I use the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Plumper on all of my clients on their brows, and then I also use the L'Oreal Lash Paradise on all of my clients. Always use a disposable in this. I always stick one in there, and that's how I do their mascara. I do have a couple brow products. I have this one by City Color, as well as this one by INSPR. They're both about the same color tones. Then I just have a couple eyeliners in there as well. And then below that I have a couple little single cream eyeshadows. I got a couple of the Wet n Wild ones, Nutty and Creme Brulee. Creme Brulee I love for an all over cream shade on the lid. I also have this e.l.f. Long Lasting Lustrous eyeshadow in this beautiful silver shade. Not a lot of people want silver, but I keep it for the day that it comes. I have this L'Oreal Infallible in Infinite Sky, which is a really pretty blue shade. And then I have another e.l.f. kind of smudge pot. This one is in the shade Wine Not. It's a nice, beautiful burgundy shade. Moving right along, this is my concealer drawer. I have a Rimmel one. I got a NYX one. I've got Tarte Shape Tape in here. I've got like a mini one by Kat Von D. I've got nude sticks. I've got Maybelline Fit Me. And then I also have this NYX eyeshadow base. I typically use this one if I'm going to be using more like vibrant colors. If not, I will use my trusty Milani eyeshadow primer. Love this stuff, have for a long time. Speaking of, let's move on over to my primer drawer. So I got the NYX Pore Filler for on the face. I've got a Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I cannot say Smashbox. A Smashbox Photo Finish Radiance Primer. I've got the Benefit Professional. And then another eye primer, I have the NYX Glitter Primer for if I'm using like a loose pigment, which I have right up here. So my loose pigments, I have one by Wet n Wild. It's their loose pigment in gold. I've got another NYX like single shadow in the shade Jaded, which is a beautiful kind of green color in case anyone wants something like that. I've got one by Naked Cosmetics. It's a pretty kind of rose gold pigment. I also have a couple little sticks. I've got the Touch and Soul Metalist Liquid Foil and Glitter Shadow in this pretty kind of champagne shade. I also like to keep my Bobbi Brown Longwear Cream Shadow Stick in golden pink up here as well. Let's see what else. I also keep like all my disposables in here. So I got my mascara wands, my lip wands, and then my liner wands right there. All right, let's go down to the middle. All right, this is where it gets kind of hectic. All right, I keep all my foundations in here as well as my setting sprays and a couple powders. I use the Milani Make It Last setting spray and also the, you can't see it down there, a big old bottle of Mario Badescu facial spray, the coconut one. I have Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless in here. I've got a couple shades of the Rimmel 25 Hour Wear. I've got my Too Faced Born This Way over there. I've got my RC Made No Color powder right there, and I also keep these two Pro foundation mixers by NYX, one in deep, one in white, to work with my foundations and mix them. All right, next I keep some of my e.l.f. palettes in here. I have the Illuminating palette, the Light Blush palette, the Cream Blush, and two of the Cream Blush palettes, one in bold and one in soft. I really love these palettes. I just recently bought the foundation palette. I'm going to see how that works. If it's a good foundation, it will be a nice addition to my kit. Then I keep my most of my highlighters right in here. I've got the Essence Pure Nude, the Maybelline Master Chrome, Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighting powder, a Physicians Formula highlighter, and then another Wet n Wild Mega Glow powder. I love all of those. Would highly recommend any of those for you if you're looking for one. I also have this Pixie by Petra little, it looks like a blush duo, but it actually comes off kind of more like a champagne highlight. I keep my little Swissburst brush cleaner in here. It's just it's the instant brush cleaner. And it's just like a little sponge in here. You can just rub your brush right in there to clean it out. I use that when I'm just trying to change out color quick if I want to keep using the same brush. Alright, in the next compartment I've got a primer, another primer. This is the Clinique Pep Start Hydro Blur Moisturizer. I kind of do use it as a moisturizer, especially for more oily skinned folks that I work on. Then I've got a couple of just pressed powders here. I've got the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless, as well as the NYX HD Finishing Powder and Banana. Love both of those. I've got a couple little cream products down there, like an e.l.f. Shimmering Facial Whip. I've got a NYX liquid blush right there. I've got a Too Faced blush. I've got the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil bronzer right there. I've got a little Tarte Trio Kind is a New Pretty right there, as well as some other brushes. I've got Wet n Wild. In there. A Maybelline, and a couple Milani's. I've got Cult Classic Luminoso, as well as one of their rose ones in the shade Tea Rose. Right here, I just have another little single shadow by Milani in the shade Bella Champagne. It's a really pretty color. You can use it as a highlighter as well. Then I've got this little mini highlighter from Nomad Cosmetics, which is a pretty, yeah, there you can see a kind of champagne color. Let's move on to the lip collection. So down here, I have all my regular lipsticks. So I've got a Marc Jacobs lipstick down here. I've got one of the Tarte Rainforest of the Sea, is that what they're called? I've got one by Wander Beauty in here. I've got a Wet n Wild one, as well as a Milani one in Nude Cream, one of my favorite formulas of all time. And then I skipped over this drawer. So right here I have a few lip liners. These are all the basics. This one's by ColourPop. They're all pretty much nudes, minus this one. This is kind of a corally color. I've got a couple little lip balms right there. The Vaseline Rosy Lips Lip Therapy is awesome. I do have like a cream contour stick as well in here, as well as a cream contour palette. by e.l.f. And then these are all my lip glosses. So I have one of these L'Oreal lip glosses in Rose Melody, a couple that I've got in subscription boxes. I've got this Tarte Double Duty Beauty one. I've got Lorac in here. What else do I have? Oh, I got another regular old lipstick in here by Jordana. This is one of my other favorite ones. And then I have quite a few of these little ColourPop matte lippy sticks in some deeper colors. And then right here I have all my liquid lipsticks. So I've got ColourPop, Milani, Wet n Wild, Kat Von D, Ciate. That's pretty much it. L'Oreal. There's one by Jordana. Just kind of a mix. Mostly nudes, but some deeper kind of mauve tone ones, like these ones right here. So yeah, that pretty much sums up my collection of makeup that I have in here. Let me know if you guys have any questions about how I store this, how I use it, how I stay hygienic or whatever. And since I'm just starting out on this journey, I have a lot to learn. I would love to learn from you guys. So if any of you are makeup artists, please let me know all your tips and tricks and secrets, how you store your stuff. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel before you leave. And I will see you guys all in my next video. Bye.